R&B singer R.Kelly sentenced to 30 years in prison. Hello everyone and welcome to Hype TV. R.Kelly was sentenced to 30 years in prison in a New York court on Wednesday. The 55-year-old singer, whose full name is Robert Sylvester Kelly, was convicted of racketeering and 8 counts of violating the Mann Act, which prohibits transporting people across state lines for prostitution. He has been in jail since July of 2019. 45 witnesses testified for the government. He still faces child pornography and obstruction of justice charges in Chicago, as well as charges in state courts in Illinois and Minnesota. Kelly, one of the most successful hitmakers of the 1990s and early 2000s, was found guilty of all 9 counts against him in September, after a 6-week trial revealed how he had used employees and intermediaries to lure fans and hopeful singers into sexually abusive and controlling conditions, including locking them in rooms without food or access to a bathroom for days. Federal prosecutors had asked for a sentence, in excess of 25 years, reflecting Kelly's continued danger to the public and apparent lack of remorse for using his fame to sexually and emotionally abuse alleged victims, many of them underage. Kelly's attorney Jennifer Bonjean, who also represented Bill Cosby in his successful overturn of sexual assault conviction last year, argued for the minimum sentence of no more than 10 years in prison. Even though the singer had been convicted of scheming over decades to recruit women and underage girls and men for sex, claiming that his own experience as an abused child could have caused his hypersexuality later in life. The first victim to take the stand was a woman named Angela, who stood at a lectern and looked directly at Kelly as she spoke, according to the New York Times, calling him a Pied Piper who lured children with his money and fame. With every addition of a new victim, you grew in wickedness. You used your fame and power to groom and coach underage boys and girls for your own sexual gratification, she said. We are no longer the preyed upon individuals we once were. Pray that God reaches your soul, she said. A second victim, Addie, said she regrets keeping silent for decades about her 1990s experience with Kelly, because the last 4 years have been a rude awakening of how my silence has hurt others. Lizette Martinez said in her impact statement, I do not know how to put a price on all I've gone through. I am now 45, a mother, and I struggle with mental health. Looking directly at Kelly, who did not return her stare, she said, Robert, you destroyed so many people's lives. Another, identified as Jane Doe No. 2, said, I hope you go to jail for the rest of your life. The father of a 6th victim, who accompanied his daughter to the stand, said, I didn't come here to bash Mr. Kelly, before continuing. I do want to ask you, Mr. Kelly, to look at me, man to man, father to father, put yourself in my shoes. I've certainly put myself in your shoes. Kelly did not meet his gaze. Kelly, who wore black eyeglasses and a khaki shirt, largely kept his head down during the hearing, according to the Times, occasionally looking up at the judge or a witness.
Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel to keep updated, and check our other videos.